Alright, what's up, guys? It's TRL back with another Cardinals content video, and I'm going to be giving my thoughts about the Ravens and Cardinals preseason game that fell short for us. The Arizona Cardinals lose the second preseason game by a score of 24-17 against the Baltimore Ravens, and they'll take on Tennessee next week. Now, first off, obviously I'm going to start off with our damn offense, which was a bit struggling in the first three quarters. Trace McSorley had somewhat of a good game in the first week. Second week, he didn't play good. He threw 2 interceptions. He should have technically thrown 3 or 4. I mean, those couple passes where the Ravens defenders would drop it based off of a tipped pass from our receivers. Technically, McSorley should have thrown 3 or 4, but he did have a rushing touchdown, which kind of brought up the energy a bit, and one of the reasons why we almost came back in the fourth quarter. But, overall, Trace McSorley, not really the best game. Needs to step it up a little bit if we do play him next week, which we may not, but we'll see. Running backs, Jonathan Ward, another good game. The beginning of, I think it was the second drive, maybe the third drive, where he had that 45-yard kickoff return, and then there was one drive where he was running the ball up pretty good a lot. I've always been a fan of Jonathan Ward. I don't think we're going to, give him any snaps at running back. Maybe just we'll keep him on special teams. He could be a potential guy that is our kickoff guy. It's between him, Victor Bolden, Greg Dortch, Rondell Moore, all those guys. I think one of those guys would be a really good kick returner, but we'll see how that goes. Now, for our receivers, Victor Bolden, a pretty solid game, 66 receiving yards on 5 catches. He did drop a pass that could have given us a better chance to come back, but overall, not really a bad game. I'll take it. He wasn't really brought here to do that much, but so far in the preseason, he's not really doing that bad for the most part. Andy Isabella with a pretty solid game for 5 catches, 55 yards, 57, something like that. So Andy Isabella picked up some key third down conversions, especially in the beginning of the game. Now, obviously a guy that we've been talking about trading, but we'll see how that goes. Now, for the disappointments, obviously Matt Prater, not as big of a disappointment as it was last week, but he did miss his first field goal attempt, which also would have helped us out a lot, could have helped us out a lot, but he missed it. I'm pretty sure Andy Lee was his holder this time, so I really don't know what's going on with Matt Prater, but we'll see how that goes. Now, Zaven Collins had a better game, even though he didn't really play as much as he did last week. He did have a tackle for loss, which helped us out a lot, held the Ravens to a field goal. So, Zaven Collins, not really that bad, definitely stepped up from last week. Marco Wilson, I didn't even hear his name at all. I don't know if he actually played or not, but if he did, then, typical Marco Wilson, didn't really do that much. Antonio Hamilton had a pretty solid game. That's our new defensive back too, so he was able to get some snaps a lot, and he played pretty good as well. Chandler Wooten, I didn't really know who he was before the game, but he had some key tackles on the run defense. He even had an interception, which helped us make a closer comeback in the fourth quarter. So Charles Wooten had a pretty solid game. But for the most part, even though we lost, I liked what I saw from our defense a little bit, especially in the fourth quarter. Kyler Murray's play calling, as much as I think, if I remember correctly, he was calling plays for a majority of the second half. If he was calling plays that entire fourth quarter, definitely a step up from last week, because last week when he was calling plays, we absolutely had no first down. We punted the ball a lot. But him calling plays this week was definitely a step up from last week, so shout out to Kyler for that. But yeah, overall, we almost came back in the fourth quarter. I'm proud of the way we fought. Fortunately, we didn't get the win, but, we went down swinging, which is pretty good. I had a great time at the stadium. I had a great time at the game. It was very, very fun. The fans there are unbelievable, and I'm definitely looking forward to this season. But once again, the Cardinals lose 24-17, fall to 1-1 in the preseason. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are about this game. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and sub up if you're new. Once again, I will officially be streaming the Cardinals and Titans game next Saturday, so make sure you swing by for that. But anyway, guys, that's all I got. See you in the next one. Peace out.